you go. What you gonna do? 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 Up and up. Stunt.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 3rd down gain of 19. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Stroud off the play fake. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From his goal line here, Goff. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on third. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They've got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now this throw caught left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Here's Goff. And he is going to lose yardage here. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So it was apparent that it was a read option going to the right side of the line. What they didn't account for, a defender firing across and spilling the play for a loss.
Stroud. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Flushed out right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on third down now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
2 yards to go, second down. Running left, it's Mixon. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, running left, Mixon. Fighting him off. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are back within a score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. After the interception, here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 49 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 53 yards. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Mixing up the middle. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. Call it a gain of a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
To throw on second down is gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Stroud out of the gun here. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But they get the conversion anyway. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A throw over the middle taken in, and it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Now Stroud. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold up. Fourth down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be concerned. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw is Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st down, Goff. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Goff going to throw it. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
No let up up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Stroud, he'll drop this one down to Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
23 yards on the play. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, they certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Montgomery looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They try again with Montgomery. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we